Yeah, in this case, I would choose law. Like if it's happened like recently, so obviously I can remember. So I had like this chemistry test, and it was after lunch, and I thought I have a chemistry in like the last period, but it was actually after lunch. So I decided to study for this chemistry test in my other class, which is yeah. So I thought this class is after lunch, but it was not. So
That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we can trade off grading assignments or something like that.
Where did you splash them? Where did you splash them? Where did you splash them?
it is located in the southern part of the Scandinavian peninsula.
That will be a nice time of year, though. That will be a nice time of year, though. That will be a nice time of year, though.
3D animation can create images that seem real to the viewer.
I'd be willing to pay. I'd be willing to pay. I'd be willing to pay.
This labor union set the following as a basic policy for personal information.
It also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe. It also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe. It also varies seasonally, depending on which fruits and vegetables are ripe.
This attitude allows one to face the hardships with as little harm as possible.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. We later realized that the window had been open the whole time. We later realized that the window had been open the whole time. We later realized that the window had been open the whole time.
The games added many new things such as breeding and a new bag system.
Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety. Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety. Brakes operated by hand levers on some bikes also increased safety.
Programming languages started to appear in the 1950s, and this was also another major step in the abstraction.
You can always keep yourself informed about the current pollen situation. You can always keep yourself informed about the current pollen situation. You can always keep yourself informed about the current pollen situation. Both authors later regretted their work. Both authors later regretted their work.
Hey, are you enjoying being a TA this semester? Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel like I'm barely keeping up with all the grading and class preparation. Exactly. It's been pretty challenging so far. That sounds like a great idea. Maybe we can trade off grading assignments or something like that. That's a great idea. We should definitely try to get ahead as much as possible. Thanks for the help.
Why do you think some people are interested in celebrities? Why do you think some people are interested in celebrities?
So there are so many people who are interested in celebrities. I think most of them are interested in celebrities because I think you can escape like the real world because you can watch their performances to online or through different media platforms. Because also celebrities are often like known as like because they have like so many exciting lifestyles that allow people to experience like different reality from their own lives, so they can like watch their vlogs and stuff. And also the media exposure creating a sense of like intimacy like with celebrities, leading fans to develop one-sided emotional connections, like because they can get to know them better through their newses and like everything. And also some people like to idealize them, such as like some people idealize like celebrities as aspirational figures, um because some people seeking to emulate their success style and also variety of different stuff of them. And also some people are curious about them, and also some people are like some gossiping, because that's like a natural human fascination with the personal lives of other people. And also discussing celebrities provides a common interest that allows people to bond over other people. So this animal is black in color, um, and I can also see that there is like a necktie of the owner or something. And this looks like some kind of a park, zoo, or yeah, this is, I think it's a zoo, because you can see that there are some posters pasted like on the vaulting, and there are also some grasses and so many different variety of trees, and also some kind of different flowers, white flowers. And also I can see a duck, I think a duck or some kind of other bird behind this bus. And so there is a little boy trying to feed this animal. This boy is some kind of had like a blonde hair and wearing a gray color t-shirt and some kind of bluish pants with shoes. And I feel like he's trying to give this animal some, I think he's feeding grass, I think so. And also I can see like the person who's recording, the shadow of the person who's recording. And also I can see there's like few more shadows because I think it's kind of a crowded place. Also, yeah, I can see the blue sky and also some kind of white flowers in the grass. And there are also some luncheons or some kind of room separated for different kind of animals. So that was some kind of like a field trip. And also we went for my art course. And also I met old friend who's also in a different school. So it was kind of nostalgic experiences because I have met this person so many years ago. So it was so fun to like it was such coincidence. But yeah, it was like autumn day, so we went to this park, and then he was from my old friend from my high school was there. And it was quite like unexpectedly like a local cave near the park. And I didn't recognize her, but because it has been like Yep, it had been like 5 years or something, 5 6 years since we last saw each other. But as soon as she said her name, then the familiar voice and the memories like came floating back. I was like, "Is this you?" Like with like I asked from a disbelief, and then we both like stood there grinding from each to ear. And yeah, the reunion was so much fun, and so like we exchanged from hugs, quickly launched into like catching up on each other's lives with drinking coffee, and yeah. So if I could go back and redo one day in my life, I would choose. Actually, I have no idea because there are many, and also there are some stuff you might regret. So you wanna like go back and then redo those in a way that you won't regret. So there are actually a lot of experiences. But in this case, I would choose. Yeah, in this case, I would choose law. Like if it's happened like recently, so obviously I can remember. So I had like this chemistry test, and it was after lunch, and I thought I have a chemistry in like the last period, but it was actually after lunch. So I decided to study for this chemistry test in my other class, which is yeah. So I thought this class is after lunch, but it was not. So I was like chilling, and then I almost forgot about this. I forgot about the test, and yeah, I kind of forgot to study, but I did study though. And I was like going to review more in this other class, but yeah, I actually forgot. And yeah, so but when I was doing this test, it was actually kind of easy. So yeah, I didn't regret it that much, but actually at this point I can't remember the stuff I regretted. Actually, I think honestly there are a lot of stuff. So I just remembered about this one because it happened recently. So yeah, if I could go back and then I would like just remember or like put a reminder saying that okay, I have chemistry like after lunch, and then like yeah, so then I can get this reminder, and then I can let it study because that day the teacher was even away. So I had the chance to study, but like yeah, I kind of forgot. So yeah, I would choose this day obviously because it happened recently. I mean, I didn't regret it because it was actually kind of easy. So yeah, I don't mind at all. Um, yeah, also at that point I kind of forgot this answer. It was literally I can remember like if only I had a photogenic memory, which I don't. So if I had this if I could remember, I literally could remember the page number, literally like the highlighted parts, but not the answer. So I was thinking it's like so much, but like yeah, I didn't answer that question. But for the other questions I did, so which is fine. So it kind of yeah, kind of I just kind of balanced it, so that's fine. So yeah, if I could go back to my life and just like recently happened, so I would choose that day and then redo it and just put a reminder, of course. Yeah.